Welcome to the channel. Today we are going to cut off the frame. So stay tuned. Cue the intro music. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. We're going to continue on with our video restoration series of the Semi. So today we are going to be hacking off the back of the frame. For those of you who need a refresher, the frame of the Semi after the show was cut and then it was lengthened. And our job is to take it back to the way it was in 1986 when the show ended. So to do that, the first thing we have to do is lop off all of the incorrect piece of the frame so we can prepare the existing original frame to be grafted, to have a new piece grafted on to make it the length it needs to be. I know, it's kind of confusing. That's okay. But before we do that, I wanted to share just a little story with you. So some family friends of ours have a wonderful daughter. They have three wonderful daughters actually, but one of those is an 11-year-old girl named Claire. Now Claire runs a Minecraft gaming channel on YouTube. So the link is in the description below. But she has watched the Knight Rider Historians channel and she saw a lot of the videos on the Semi. So on her own, she went into Minecraft and she created the Semi. And it's pretty cool. So I would love, and she would love, if you guys would take a minute and check out her channel and check out the video where she builds the Semi in Minecraft. So do me a favor, take a few minutes, go to the link below, take a watch at the video, it's not very long, and let us know what you think. She would greatly appreciate it and I would greatly appreciate it. So, and if you're into Minecraft or maybe you have kids that are into Minecraft, go ahead and subscribe to her channel. And she puts out a video about once or twice a week and all about Minecraft. So, all right, with that being said, let's get started on the Semi. Let me bring you in closer, I'll show you what we're gonna do. All right, so this is what I was talking about. You can clearly see the original frame versus what was added on. Now you might be asking yourself, well, why are you lopping this off just to add more frame on? And I'll answer that question in 1 second. But the wheelbase of the truck was shortened after the show ended. So this is the center link right here between the two wheels, the center link. This center link should actually be right about here. In fact, if you look across there, you see those three orange spray paints and then that one big one right there, and there would be three more holes on this side. Those are the original holes for the original spring suspension center link. So it would be right about here. Now, the springs then go over this way and the end link, or the hanger, would actually be right about here. So you can see the original frame was hacked off. It probably came to right about here. It was angled, came down, and then the last hanger was right there. Now, you might be thinking, well, just drill holes in this, mount it, and be done with it. Well, we're not doing that, and here's why. Take a look at what was grafted on here, and you can see that the frame they grafted on is much shorter than the original frame. And I don't like that, and hopefully you don't like that either. And we have all this unsightly, welds here. So we are going to lop this off, probably right about here, And then we're gonna come in later, we're gonna grind all this down, and then we'll be grafting on the correct size frame here. And once that's done, then we can start working on the mounts for the spring suspension. So with that said, let's get moving. And there we go. Rear end cut number 1 is done. So you can see that's thick 1/4 inch steel there, but behind here you can see this, I don't know, bevel, I guess you could say, on the back of the original frame. Now this is not the original bevel. So the piece I just cut off was added, I guess, the second frame edition. So the first one, the original frame was right about here. It was lopped off right about here, and then they finished it off. And then years later, they added this thing on because they were going to turn this into a water truck. They were going to put a water tank on the back, and they needed to extend it. So that's what that is. So we got that cut off. So the next thing that we're going to have to do is we're going to cut this back a little bit. We'll trim this off. Because ultimately, I think what we might do, we might save these pieces, maybe cut it off right back here, graft on the frame we're missing, and then weld this piece onto the end, so we maintain these as the end. Because this is what the end of the frame look like. It's just it's not in the right location. So as you can see, and also now you can actually see the tail lights, right? Before they were well hidden, but now you can actually see the tail lights. So that's a huge step forward there. We still have to cut off all these brackets that were put on there for the water tank. There's 6, 3 on each side here, but this was huge to get this off. So next up, we'll get these cleaned up a little bit and continue on. All right, guys, I think that'll do it from now. This is going in the scrap pile, if I can move it. Might have to cut it in half, we'll see. And we'll catch you next time. More on the Semi soon.
And now, while we listen to Joe's selection of Knight Rider music that we received directly from Don Peak himself, we'd like to thank these Patreon supporters. Look at you guys scrolling up the screen to my right. Wait a minute, how can you tell which side is my right, since you can't see me because I'm not on camera? Oh well, you know what I mean. We're featuring these fine supporters at our Knight Rider Prop Restorer level. Thank you very much for your support. And for those of you at the Knight Rider History Hunter level, we're recognizing you right now in the description. Now, if you enjoyed seeing this golden nugget of Knight Rider history being rescued from obscurity, then please consider supporting us on Patreon. Your support would empower us to bring you even more of these historical nuggets. We are the Knight Rider Historians. Till next time, take care, everybody. Bye-bye.